Hey folks, what's going on? Heir of Carthage here, and welcome to Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition. I haven't gotten a chance to take a look at the African royals yet, and I would like the opportunity, so I'm going to play a game with them. It's just going to be a skirmish against the AI, but give us an opportunity to see them in action. I'm going to be playing with my home city is Gondar, which is the Ethiopian civilization. There is another civilization that was part of it, which is the Hausa here. I haven't gotten to play them yet. I've just played the Ethiopians so far. Pretty fun, a little bit different than what I'm used to with some of the other factions. I really enjoyed the expansion that brought America in. Had a really good time with that, and still do, but I figured we'd go ahead and put this on hard difficulty. I will go ahead and play a team battle, so we'll do this. It'll be a 2v2 with a ally, and we'll just kind of do everything random here. There'll be parts of this where I'm probably not going to be talking much, because I'm going to be playing. I'm not a pro at this game, so you're going to probably see me make mistakes. So if you come here looking for a pro, you come looking in the wrong place. Building started. It looks like we're in the Plymouth map, so they start off at the little Thanksgiving table, and everybody's in pilgrim dress here. Oh, I need to go hunting. Berry bushes. Oh my goodness. There's 10 snow monkeys guarding that? I need some... All we have is berry bushes to start with. I'd like to have some food to hunt first. Still building the town center, so it's not the biggest deal. Alright, here's a big herd of deer. There we go. Got all my folks hunting. Got my hero. It's gonna be crazy. Let's look at this. 90 food. I mean, we got a chaos ability that makes treasure guardians fight each other. I find it helpful to kind of switch your fire between them, kind of balance the damage each one's taking. Then this way you can kill both of them rather easily. I'm gonna snag that treasure. Let's go ahead and get. I cannot do anything until I build a house. And I do. What? Oh, here's my villagers. I had some pilgrims, I guess, what we started with. There's also villagers here that came out of my... Got 6 gathering food. I'm going to put some to gathering wood. And we get our first shipment here. I'm going to select a deck I put together. We'll see whether it's any good. I'm going to go ahead and bring in... Or I'm going to do the sawmills first. Cut wood faster. Cattle are useful, though. They gather at the market, and they can help you gather this new resource that was added to the game, which is influence, as well as they can fatten, and you can use them for food. Though for now, hang on, what is this? Blackfoot's a scout, and I've got a turkey? Alright, sure. I have to say, this map has a few things that I'm not really prepared for. Look, here comes one of our enemies. It is a treaty game, so... That is so many snow monkeys. What happens if we use chaos on it? Let's see how many we can deal with in the time that the chaos is going off here. Oh man, that did not last that long. Fortunately, they don't look to be very powerful enemies. They may be powerful enough to kill me. Run away. That's our turkey's getting beat up by snow monkeys here. We'll come back and finish them later. So that is odd indeed. We've actually got enough to go to age 2. Let's just go ahead and do it real quick. I'm gonna team up with yeah, I think it was I did Portuguese and then Jesuits. I don't have a perfect build set out yet, but I'm learning as I go. If you all have any stuff you figured out, let me know. This we eat the turkey? I think we do. Right, so we've got 8 gatherers on food and 3 on wood. I'm gonna need coin as well. The next age. Got enough for another house. I think I'm gonna actually take these guys, build another house, and then switch over to coin. We keep gathering food. Just about got another use of chaos here. See if we can keep working down these monkeys. That's 205 food. I mean, that's a fair bit of food.
Hello.
This doesn't last very long on these monkeys here. They're gonna kill my scout. Run! Run from the angry monkeys. Well, we're slowly working them down, and we'll get their food eventually. I'm gonna grab this Trinity shipment. Well, actually, I'm gonna wait and get this one that gives me 4 villagers because it'll be a little faster. So we're getting. Oh, I need to do some research here. Gather wood and coin gather rates would be increased. The other thing I need to do over here is build a granary. I just don't have. We do have enough for it. Let's build a granary here. Hey, everybody build it. Because I think it attracts.
Is your explorer dead? I haven't seen him.
Excuse me. No, my explorer's not dead. But you're so funny. You too funny. Got our special blacksmith thing here. Got a mountain monastery which can be placed on top of a mine. And it'll allow us to start gathering from a mine. And also getting an influence trickle. Couple more. Let's get them. We need to get a fair number of villagers working. And let's go ahead and grab the 4 more villagers. There's this one that makes villagers train faster. So we got some shipments we definitely need to get our hands on. Let's go ahead and use chaos again here. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and run away again. Slowly working my way through these monkeys. Let's do this improve or become cheaper and train faster. That'll save us some time and money for the long haul. Alright, we got our granary up, which we can now do village dogs, which will help us gather faster. Here's our shipment of villagers. Get a few more working on coin. So now our mountain monastery is doing some gathering of both influence and coin. Should be good. Go ahead and start some wood gathering. I'm gonna gather the wood that's like right in the middle of my town to start with here. About to get this shipment, so that should improve our villager train rate. Makes it 15% faster, and I think 15% cheaper. Go gather faster. The granary helps attract animals that you can hunt, and it also helps you gather quicker when you're working near them. Really just waiting on gold at this point. I just need 1,000 gold. Age up.
Hello.
I think we can go ahead and just finish this fight here against the snow monkeys. It was quite the epic battle. Let's grab our treasure. Means we're going to be doing very well on food. Head up here and see what else we can find. So our deer hunting is finished here. Where are some more herd animals? Over here's a big herd. About to move all of our hunters over there. Up here, let's start more hunting. We're about to hit our coin needs, so let's get ready to level up again. This time I'm going to ally with the Jesuits. There we go. Our research here that's going to get us faster wood and coin gathering. And now I'm gathering from hunted animals as quick as I can, so alright, we're moving. How many treasures are left? Trade post are outside of my ability. There's the treasure here, which is this treasure. 3 masterless samurai are guarding it. Pirate map showing the location of all treasures. Meh. Not worth the effort. And then 210 XP here. We'll get ready to work on that one. Get another shipment. I get this one that gives me additional building things. I think it's going to allow me to build houses, which will save me the wood. And I can use my wood on other things. Like a new town center would be pretty desirable. I'm going to let my villagers keep going to town on coin and food because we're going to need it getting to age 4. Go ahead and pop these guys with some chaos here. We're going to need to spread out the love amongst these guys, and then I'll run away once they're done shooting each other. It's going to take a couple of repeats to pull this off. There we go. Time to get the heck out of Dodge. There we go. Oh, good. He's going to come in and keep them busy on himself. Now I'll help a little. Alright, so that works. My new build carts here.
So quickly.
This trading stuff. I could have sworn this said it could be built into a house. It's another mountain monastery. I'm gonna go ahead and just throw these mountain monasteries out here.
See.
Church. I could have sworn this could have been built into a house. I guess I'll just do a livestock market for now. And a port, because why not? It hurts to have a port. Well, I'm not sure I want this card anymore. Trading post isn't going to do me any good because I can't build this. I might as well just turn it into another livestock market here. You can get a fair bit of influence off. Okay, they killed the other explorer. About to get another chaos I can take advantage of. Alright, so they finished cleaning up. Coin. And go grab the coin. I know it's my teammate, but I'm gonna go snag their coin. I just do things that way. Some more wood. Training. I need food right now, and we've got a decent clip of food coming in. It's not gonna be the end of the world. Improves coin gathering. I want that one, but I want it later. Same with that. Let's go ahead and grab some... Let's see. Go ahead and grab some cattle. You can use those to help gather more influence. And we can go to age 4 now. I'm going to go ahead and team up with... Builders, a town center, monastery improvements. I'm gonna team up with the Somalis. They find more deer to hunt. Here we go. Alright.
Hello.
Kind of trade shots on these guys, see if I can work their hit points down. I would love to get that treasure eventually, if it's worth all this effort, but probably kill me here. So, our shipment of cattle in, send them over here to this livestock market. Should start getting me more influence. Indeed it does. And influence is important because you now use it to hire mercenaries and also native allies. So we'll definitely need, okay, we got some more livestock. Let's bring that back to our livestock market. So the sheep will have important benefits for us here. Check 50 seconds faster. I don't know if the age up's worth it. Increase healing rate. Improve walls. Portuguese crossbow army. Jesuit scholars open schools, and so that makes it faster to train. So that is a good thing indeed. Got a shipment of warriors allying up with the Somalis. We got another mountain monastery here. Go ahead and build it. And let's see, I've got some... Let's build another town center right here so I can train faster. Another house. Yeah, it's busy. Alright. Let's gather faster. Let's do that. Back over here to our Explorer Chaos. These guys, yeah, they're healing their hit points off too, so I might as well just try and kill one of them. Oh, I've got my warriors who can now come help me. Send them over here. Now that we have finished that, I'm gonna start gathering trees from further afield because I'm still in a treaty period. Killed one of them. Their explorer's helping me now, so we should finish this fight. I'm actually gonna move over here, let them kill him, so I can make sure and get to the treasure first.
Hello.
I should be able to do better treasure hunting. I'm gonna start sending people up here to cut wood, because it'll be further from home. Be the less safe cutting to begin with. Let's see. Those later. I'm not really flush with wood yet. There are other town center training. Gonna need a lot more food, so workers going on food. We're doing great on influence. We should be able to stockpile a pretty good amount. So now training villagers a bit faster. Speaking of villagers and other things here, I could have sworn I had a car that shipped me fine cattle infinitely. Units gain slightly more hit. Very slowly. That will be good eventually, but I don't need it at the moment. Improves food gathering. Let's do that. I like these ones that you get early that improve all of your gathering statistics because it ends up playing out big over the course of the whole game. Good. Got some trees here. Got all that gold. Let's head up here and get this stuff before treaty period ends. So we're sitting pretty on gold. Almost got enough food to advance. Let's go start hunting more deer. About to be able to age up here. I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple more villager trainings from here. We're working on gold. Too much gold, can we? Alright, so we're about to level up here. Arabs give me access to Gatling camels. I really like Gatling camels, so I'm gonna do that. Just a second. I know I probably shouldn't sit here and do this, but I'm going to because we're almost there. Alright. Well, this is Imperial Age. I'm already in Age 4. Whoops, my bad. I'm wasting time period. My apologies. We resume. Alright, there we go. Alright, so now we're getting a good bit of food, wood. Keep villagers training. I want to get like 70 some odd villagers in total. Go ahead and grab more cattle so I can keep gaining influence. Let's see, 4 of 10, 4 of 10, 2 of 10. Do this research to help me. Right. Wow, get even more. Deer hunting started. Got another villager here. Let's take her over. Deer hunting.
Hello, ትክክል
Okay.
ያንን አደርጋለሁ
ምንፈልገው ነው
Villager's
ትእዛዛቱ
busy. Alright, these cattle can come over here.
ምንፈልገው ነው ምንም ችግር የለም
Let's get more gold.
ገንዘብ እሰራለሁ
Villagers. I'm gonna need more population room, so let's get our wood gatherers. Still 10 minutes from the treaty end.
ትእዛዙሩ እንጨት እቆርጣለሁ
ምን ልርዳው
My gold gathering right here. They're about to finish off that mine, so let's go ahead and send these ones over here. Now, got a lot of villagers doing a lot of gathering. You're gonna keep gathering wood. I think I need to probably start logging this stuff out over here. A pretty good influence gather rate now.
ተዘጋጅ ትእዛዛት ምንም ችግር የለም
See, I got 15 wood, 15 gold, 18 food. Never hurts to have a bunch of food, so maybe go ahead and get these villagers cleaning out some of the berries over here.
ፍራፍሬ ሰበስባለሁ
ፍራፍሬ ሰበስባለሁ ዝግጁ ነኝ
Move over to the next gold mine, silver mine, whatever it is. Alright, now that we have that going, I'm going to use a couple of the next peasants to begin building some defenses. I'm going to start by kind of putting some towers in key defensive locations.
ምንፈልገው ነው
And we'll start building production.
እገነባለሁ
So there we go. More villagers. Haven't done anything from the port either. With our extra wood, we might as well. Let's see.
እየሰማሁ ነው
Excellent, we are gathering up gold. A pretty phenomenal clip. We can actually hit the Imperial Age now. I'm going to go ahead and do it. So I'm going to ally up with the Arabs here.
ምን ልርዳው
I'm going to start building fields. First, we need a granary to work with the fields around, so send them down. More villagers. We're at 58, so pretty rapidly getting where I want to be. I'm going to get some more cattle to help with influence gain, because being able to quickly hire up mercenaries is really important. For fishing boats.
ያለ ጥርጥር
And I'm going to start putting in fields around this granary. Fields take a while to build, and 2 villagers can work each field. So it doesn't hurt to start building them early, because we're going to need them for our late game economy. Let's see.
ትእዛዛት ተዘጋጅ
I'm doing some building there. Let's put up some more towers.
እገነባለሁ
I'll eventually put up walls, obviously. In here, suitable placement.
እገነባለሁ
There we go.
ምን ልርዳው
ትእዛዛት ምንም ጥሩ
More gold.
ምን ጥሩ ያለ ጥርጥር
Is it really so important for you to be above me?
Yes, it is, actually. Alright, so we're all the way to the Imperial Age with 6 minutes remaining in the treaty, so... I mean, if I was playing against a player, I'd still be quite worried about my chances, but I feel pretty good about my chances at the moment.
ምንፈልገው ነው
Their mountain monastery, which really don't have any reason to put it gold mine, so just stick it over here.
أمرك نعم
Camels, let's send them up here to our
ተዘጋጅ
leader. Or food.
ዝግጁ ነኝ
ምንፈልገው ነው
That gold mine is gone, or silver mine is gone. Let's go check this one. It could also be gone. Very well be done mining all of the coin.
ትእዛዝ
they're working on this one here. In fact, they have it pretty populated.
ትክክል.
So rather than mess with it, I'm gonna just bring all these villagers back
Ishi.
over here and build another granary. Kinda outside the influence zone of this one. Do some of our research, and let's keep building fields.
እገነባለሁ
ዝግጁ ነኝ። እገነባለሁ። ምን ልርዳዎ?
We can change some of these fields for food, some can be coin. Instead of
እገነባለሁ።
plantations, they do everything from these fields.
ትእዛዛት ተዘጋጅ
Let's keep putting up extra defenses.
እገነባለሁ
ዝግጁ ነኝ። ምን ልርዳዎ?
Let's see. Is the
ትእዛዝ እገነባለሁ። ምን ልርዳዎ?
and I'm gonna start putting in fields here. We're gonna need quite a few in order to be safe.
እገነባለሁ።
We're gonna need a lot of villagers to work them. Need more houses too. I'm gonna delete this granary because it's gonna be away.
ዝግጁ ነኝ። ትእዛዝ እገነባለሁ።
Defensive structure here.
ዝግጁ ነኝ። እንጨት እቆርጣለሁ።
Okay, got a bunch of villagers back here. Let's start working on fields.
ትእዛዝ እገነባለሁ። ዝግጁ ነኝ። እገነባለሁ። ትእዛዝ እገነባለሁ። ዝግጁ ነኝ። እገነባለሁ።
Alright.
ትእዛዝ እገነባለሁ።
So, a bunch of fields out here. Might need more still. We're at our population cap. Then some, so let's get this.
እገነባለሁ።
And put in a couple of houses there.
እገነባለሁ።
More there when they're done. I'm gonna go ahead and start improving some of my units. Gyps 2 palace builders, 3 camp builders, increase. Okay, let's do that because that's gonna be handy right now since we're trying to
ትእዛው እገነባለሁ።
go. Again, some unit upgrades. Like we should be gathering wood faster.
ምን ፈልገው ነው
ምን ትክክል
Okay, we've gathered up most of our food that we can. Oh, there's some deer to be hunted back here, so let's go hunt those first.
ትእዛዛት ምን ፈልገው ነው እገነባለሁ
I had to improve my towers.
ትእዛዝ
Put in another palace right here just to
እገነባለሁ።
kind of have some defensible positions. We're about 2 minutes away, which means we need to start training out some units. Population's gonna support a few more now, so let's start off with 20 heavy ranged infantry just as a good
ትእዛዛት
starter.
ተዘጋጅ ምንም ችግር
Their
የለም
tower there.
ምን ፈልገው ነው
Put another war camp here so I can increase production.
ትእዛዛት ጥሩ ምን ፈልገው ነው ምንም ችግር
There we
የለም
go. So that'll provide me some defense surrounding my settlement.
ያለ ጥርጥር
Okay. We're hunting more deer back here. Let's just go ahead and switch a bunch of these over to coin. Because my coin gather rate is in the tank right now. Be more research. Okay, those are all switched over to coin. A lot of villagers working on food, and I've got quite a lot dedicated to coin. 1 minute. So I've got a bunch of Congreve rockets. That's going to be really annoying. And honestly, not great.
ዝግጁ ነኝ።
I have heavy infantry to fight.
እንጨት እቆርጣለሁ።
Go ahead and pull my villagers back to cut wood closer to home. Need another granary back here eventually.
እገነባለሁ።
ምን ፈልገው ነው? ጥሩ
Let's go ahead.
እንጨት
Wood back
ቆርጣለሁ።
here. Short of wood at the moment.
Hello.
I'm gonna need something good against artillery. But assume at my war camps I'm gonna need some riders or something. Powerful hand cavalry with strong ranged and melee attacks. Attacks faster when closer to the enemy. Good against light infantry. Good against hand cavalry particularly. The treaty has ended. Here comes all the Congreve rockets.
مستعد.
The rockets are going to be very good against certain units here. I'd like to get these javelin riders done. Expect the rockets to show up any minute here.
أمرك.
This thing that allows me to use chaos on enemy units. Melee with all these oh, they've got a sport wagon. I'm gonna put an end to that. I'm gonna get over here into melee with all the Congreve rockets. Oh my gosh, they're just like straight artillery spam.
مستعد. حاضر.
The natives have
gonna
fallen
bring in
victim to our
some-
enemy's influence.
Right, so slowed them for a moment. My ally's army is leaving his settlement right when they're about to be attacked, so that is
أيوة.
pretty genius.
ትእዛዛት
Got a lot of villagers standing around because we finished.
ትእዛዝ እገነባለሁ። ዝግጁ ነኝ። እገነባለሁ። ትእዛዝ
Really need my attention closer to this fight.
مستعد.
Okay, it looks like my... Oh my gosh, they're spamming little bombards. I hate artillery spam with a flaming passion. I think my Somalis are supposed to be good against this, though it says they're specialized at countering artillery. I don't know how in the world infantry can be good at countering artillery, but we'll see. Looks like my teammate at least had some counter artillery stuff up. Let me repair. If you have desert raiders we can train here. Those are good against buildings, but if they're a melee cav, I'll bet they're decent against
أمرك.
a bunch of
إلى
camel.
المعركة. حنفذ. حاضر. نعم.
Go kill this guy who's trying to build that.
እንርዳው።
ትእዛዛት ሰብል ሰበስባለሁ። ሰብል ሰበስባለሁ።
ምን ልርዳው?
Let's keep building.
እገነባለሁ። ትእዛዝ እገነባለሁ። እገነባለሁ። እገነባለሁ።
ምን ፈልገው ነው? እገነባለሁ።
ትእዛዝ
There we
እገነባለሁ።
go.
ተዘጋጅ።
ምን ልርዳው?
ምንም ችግር የለም።
I don't know what these characters were up to, but I'm short of food production right now.
ትእዛዛት
Oh my gosh, my ally is being completely overrun. Gotta send help. Maurice of Nassau. He's got a fort right there too. There's a few things that I need doing, and I need it done quick. I need more houses.
እገነባለሁ። እገነባለሁ። እገነባለሁ።
Okay, and I need more food
ጥርጥር
production, even though I'm kind of ahead on food at the moment.
ትእዛዛት ምንም ችግር የለም። ጥሩ ያለ ጥርጥር ተዘጋጅ።
ትእዛዝ እገነባለሁ።
ትእዛዛት
I can't
እሺ፣ ትክክል።
shoot order on
ትእዛዝ
these.
ዝግጁ ነኝ።
እንፈልግ
There we go.
እገነባለሁ ትእዛዛት እገነባለሁ
Okay, so I'm trying to help my ally here.
مستعد. أمرك.
My camels are
نعم.
being pretty useful. Love Gatling camels. I just love Gatling in general. Gotta love the rat-a-tat-tat. Okay. We helped bail our ally out of that, so let's bring our defense back to our own town. So temporarily bailed out my Spanish allies there.
ምን ልርዳው?
Alright, I finally have enough housing capacity.
ተዘጋጅ
ትእዛዝ ሰብል
Start
ሰበስባለሁ።
It
putting
would
these
seem I have
pilgrims to
chosen a
work.
strong ally.
ሰብል ሰበስባለሁ ተዘጋጅ እገነባለሁ
Alright. Okay. So we need to take over this trade post. Take this one away. Oh, they're trying to get gold right here for them too. I'm not gonna allow that.
نعم. إلى
Kill
المعركة.
her.
هنفجر.
These guys, they got some veteran pikemen. Pikemen aren't gonna be any good against my Gatling camels because they'll never make it into melee. Let's back up, kite these guys a little.
حاضر. هنفذ.
Hello.
أمرك. حاضر.
Turn my infantry around to fight the pikemen, and I'm gonna let my camels retreat.
هنفذ. هنفذ.
Fire from behind.
هجوم. حاضر. إلى المعركة.
Okay, here we go. Where's my leader at? Right here. He can use this chaos thing. I'm gonna have their own cannon fighting against them. I'm gonna focus the cannons real quick. This pain in the butt. I need more reinforcements. Alright, Red, I helped you. Where are you at? Just need as many units as I can get, as quick as I can get them. Alright, so we got some more infantry. They just cavalry spammed, of course. I'm not finding my anti-artillery guys to be particularly good at anti-artillery work. I hate how the AI spams artillery constantly. It's really frustrating. Hey, you know, ally, would be great. Like, maybe come over here and help me out a little. So just leaving your army standing there while I fight. Fortunately for me, they've spammed mostly culverines, which are not the most effective anti-infantry. Right, the AI is really pouring it on thick at the moment. I am losing ground here because my ally completely ignored my pleas for help. That's good. That's what we want. So I'm totally on my own at the moment. See if I can hold back the tide. I think we're doing okay. running out of gold. We're going through resources rather rapidly. I need... Okay, so I have... temporarily stopped their assault. Good news, good news. Alright, so we've temporarily ceased the assault. More and more cannons going off. I need you to come rebuild some of our defenses. Okay. You to build a trade post. What all the shooting is. Alright, so we survived a pretty brutal assault there. I need to get these native allies confederated. Kill this guy, are you kidding me? Get out of here.
I am sorry, Grief. I may not steer.
These guys. Let's tear down that. Iroquois allies. I know we've got like trickles of enemies coming at us. Here comes the bigger force. I'm able to recover some of my gold. They allied with you. Let's get more Jesuits coming in. Use up some of my influence and call in some reinforcements. I'm gonna need way more production. We need way more gold and way more food. I thought those were anti-artillery units. They had big shields. They did terrible. They got absolutely owned. I feel like I'm getting 2v1'd here. Distant targets will shoot faster, shorter. Good against infantry. It's quite a bit. Just try and collect ourselves for a minute. I'm gonna need more gold production. The food production, I'm just way ahead at the moment. A couple more farms fully producing gold. These upgrades that are granaries. Be at max gather rate. Okay, I can get some help here. Basically, I can call in a whole bunch of infantry and javelin riders. So let's do that. That'll help me from a standpoint of kind of trying to bank up a little excess gold. They're fighting my teammates at the moment.
Oui, prêt, je le ferai. Chargez! Oui, oui, très bien.
Okay. We tear down their trade posts. Yes, okay, good. I don't want them having access to these units. We'll build.
Votre ordre, je le ferai.
There we go. Made a bunch of the guys start fighting each other.
too powerful, so I ended it for you.
À l'attaque.
Starting to get overwhelmed by things over here too. Gold. Let's get some more wood. Defenses. Oh, sweet. The artillery spam's back. Love artillery spam so much.
ዝግጁ ነኝ።
Get some archers here, and then I'm gonna grab some. I don't even know exactly what I'm recruiting because I'm not super familiar with these units, but in there, get that cannon. Gotta love that cannon spam. See, I don't have the population for this.
You didn't need those particular natives, did you?
Nope. Thanks for clearing it out for me. Jerks. My allies appear to have that handled. It not hurt me to get some cannons. Alright, I've got an army. I don't know if it's a good one, but I have an army. At least for a moment. Appears like artillery spam is the name of the game these days, and I just feel like nothing I have counters artillery well. Somali militiaman, specialized at countering artillery and ships. I don't understand how they're specialized at countering artillery when you're sitting there being shot by artillery. Like, that seems to completely defy the purpose of having counter artillery. And you're a sitting duck for it. Another big artillery fight up here, speaking of artillery. Never-ending supply of it. Flee back, because this is not the fight for us. There's my hero. Here he is. Let's move him up. Alright, I'm just gonna put a whole lot of defensive buildings here just to kind of slow down any enemy assault for the time being.
I am sorry, Grieve. I
Another big attack moving in. Artillery moving in. Go try and get into melee with some of that artillery, and then I'll shoot at the infantry. It's not going well. That fight's gonna be... Alright, I was getting frustrated and making many mistakes, and I had the wrong units trying to fight the wrong units. I didn't have the right support, so I spent some time setting things right, and I'm employing a new strategy now, which is basically heavy infantry backed up by the Cult Marines that I get from my Portuguese alliance. I managed to take the 2 trade posts right in front of me. I built increased unit production capability closer to the front line. And then I took my trade post, got the influence. Now I have enough to afford all these native siege units. And then see my culverines now immediately target enemy artillery. And my infantry, meanwhile, holds off all the cavalry and other infantry. It ends up being a pretty effective 1-2 punch. And then because my production is so close to the front lines here, I'm able to keep the push against the enemy at a pretty rapid clip. I'm going to try and focus on some of their infrastructure here so we can start to make some inroads into shutting down some of our enemies. And I need to keep these units. Now see, every one of these buildings we tear down is going to make it harder for them to fight back because now they're not going to have the buildings to recruit. So now we're making some really good inroads. Let's get rid of these artillery foundries. See, now with my production close to the front lines, now I'm on the push, and as soon as I make a quick push here and we get rid of their means of production, we'll shut down their ability to defend. So, it took a lot of fighting, and it was honestly quite a lot of frustration for a point, but it's really just I wasn't using the right units. So as soon as I got the culverines, and oh, the other mistake I made is I hadn't upgraded my infantry. You do that here at the war camp. I got my infantry upgraded all the way to legendary. That's why they were dying partly so fast. And then I used a couple more of my unit cards to give them further upgrades, and it has ended up being very, very effective for me. See, now that I have these Hurons fighting with me, they act as my siege equipment, essentially. And then my culverines just stick around in case we get jumped by a bunch of enemy artillery. One of the things that I got was a special unit card delivery that gives me gold every time I kill enemy units. See, it's usually just 1 coin. Yeah, see over here, artillery coming up on us. So whenever there's artillery, I'm going to fall back from it and let my culverines take the artillery. And see, I get coins now every time they send artillery, and I get to kill it. Alright, so I need help over here to protect my culverines. I'm gonna keep the culverines targeting the artillery. See, my Iroquois siege units continue to do their job. I need some more culverines now because we've lost some. I'm gonna recruit some new ones. That's all I can recruit at the moment in terms of influence, so that's fine though. So we'll recruit up the culverines, and then I'm gonna fill in the rest with my heavy infantry. See, my means of production is now very close to the front lines. And I've now hurt very badly. I've hurt Queen Elizabeth to the point where she's probably not coming back. Because look, they did create a piece of artillery here, which is frustrating. It may have come in via a card drop, I'm not 100% sure. Right, I should have my, yep, extra mantlets. And let's push our units forward. Okay, here comes my culverines. Alright, so we are going to... I'm going to tear down a bunch of these houses. Let's just go for the town center here. Alright, and my teammate has got purple busy, so Maurice of Nassau is now in big trouble. I've now got a ton of anti-artillery in case it's needed. And we're about to rip down a town center, so ended up working. It was rough for a while, folks. It was rough. But sometimes you just gotta sit back and evaluate what you're doing. My strategy was wrong. I just needed to improve some things, and then by the time I made the improvement, I was in pretty good shape. Just get extra deliveries of troops there. There we go. I have lost some more culverines, but at this point it's kind of moot because they don't have the artillery force that they need anymore to withstand my attacks. I've got more Iroquois siege units coming up. These are helpful. Yeah, we've destroyed their means of production at this point, meaning they can't produce any more military units to counter me, so it's really only a matter of time until we achieve victory. Yeah, the Culverines were the key. The AI was hard artillery spamming. I mentioned earlier that I should probably be recruiting Culverines, but I hadn't. Instead of just saying I should probably do it, I needed to just do it. But talking about doing it. And as I continue to push, which let's do, I'm gonna bring some production even closer. Like that. So now, just in case they get a sudden pushback, I'll be able to get troops closer to the front lines. Give them even more trouble. Yep, it does look like my Spanish allies are on a roll now here too. Let's go keep finding targets. Surprised that the British haven't quit yet. Alright, so just trying to cause as much damage as possible. Yeah, Maurice of Nassau is in the death throes too. If we can get... Yep, there, she quit. Alright, so the Brits are out, so let's go straight for the banks. And try and take the Dutch banks out of the picture. Alright, so now I'm on the Dutch banks. They're recruiting up a few pike units, but we'll be able to get through them pretty quickly. Culverines are not great at siege, nor are they great against infantry. But they were so good at anti-artillery, and then every time I would kill an enemy artillery, I would get more coin. So it kind of started to snowball, so that card ended up being really big. And then once I upgraded my infantry to legendary, I was getting coin. I was killing more efficiently. I was getting a coin or more each time I killed an enemy unit, which was allowing me to produce more. So just like I said, just started to snowball back in my direction where I was working from behind. I ended up working with a pretty clear advantage. So I don't know. African Royals, pretty fun. I still have a lot to learn, obviously, as to how to play them, because I was struggling pretty good in this game, whereas I probably shouldn't have been. But, no, a little practice. I'm sure we can figure it out. So, interesting to see that DLC continues to come for a game that released so long ago. But I enjoy it. I love this game. A lot of people think it's funny that I like this better than something like Age of Empires 2. I don't know, I was never into Age of Empires 2 as much as I was into this one, and I like the gunpowder era more than I do the medieval era, but I can understand why people like the other one. If we look at the resource collection, I was actually almost last behind Maurice of Nassau, so this goes to show you that I had probably a lot more to do came to a resource. As far as awards go, we did not win any awards. We didn't get most treasures, highest score. We definitely don't want to win the most units lost award. That one went to Queen Elizabeth. I at least helped her earn that. If we look at the timeline, it took me quite a while to establish my dominance in this game, so probably should have done better. Take a look at experience here. Awards, build military. Here we go. Let's look at military. So, military 821 enemies. So I think we killed 1,001 enemies, just under where Queen Isabella. And you can see that Elizabeth had the biggest military, and obviously I killed it, or at least a considerable portion of it. My favorite unit was my legendary Neftenia here, which was a heavy infantry unit that ended up being very helpful for me. And as far as Elizabeth's favorite, she was really into Imperial Pikemen. A strange choice indeed. But yeah, their early artillery spam was overrunning me. As soon as I got the Culverines and then upgraded my infantry, it started, and then of course, like I said, right on top of that, I put that card down that gives me even more coin as I'm killing them. That just flipped it and did it. So anyway, hopefully this was a fun look for you all into Age of Empires 3 Definitive Edition, the African Royals DLC. Go check it out. I think it's $10 on Steam if you're interested in such a thing. If you're not, it's fine. Just figured I'd show it to you all, but I like it. I think it's an interesting way to introduce more content into the game that covers more of the globe, and to me that's part of the fun of this time period that the game is set in, is that you can kind of cover the globe and pull all these factions in. and just make it to where the players have a ton of options in terms of who they want to play or how they want to play. Anyway, enjoying it so far. HeirofCarthage signing out for now. I'll see you back with some more action in Age of Empires 3.